Let's begin the playthrough of Flamme Rouge. Normally you would use these boards to control your players in the cards. So you would take 4 cards here, place it back here, pick one, put it here, and reverse it and put it under. But I like to be a little closer to the track for you to watch it. So maybe I'll just do it a little differently. I'll just take this aside. The first thing that you need to do is to determine who's going first, and I think you ask if who rode a bike the latest, and they go first, or the youngest one, or whatever. But in this game I will say that it's red who goes first, and I'm going to play red very aggressively, so he will always try to go as far ahead as possible, and his riders are very individual. They don't really care about one another, they just want to go as fast as possible, whereas the green, they will try to work together to get the sprinter or maybe the rouleur as far ahead as possible. So the red one starts and he puts his sprinter here at the start line on the right. The right track is always the one that are closest to the goal line. So he would put him here, and I'll just put them here, the green ones. So let's begin, and we'll just start here. And normally the first thing you have to do is that you have to choose which one to take first, but I'll just take the sprinter and go first with him. And in order to show you who's red and who's green, I'll just put them like this. On the backside, it's a nice backside too. Green and red, and they will just be here. And normally what you'll do is you'll take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see here, and he will just go 9. Well, wait a minute, let's just see. They're not stupid, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's great. So he'll just play a 9. And normally you'll just you put these at the bottom. I will do that, and then I'll just put it here so we can see. Normally you just put it here so no one can see, but because I'm playing with all the cards open, it's no problem. I'll just put it here. Nobody knows anyway. So the second one is his rouleur, the red rouleur, and he will just sprint as fast as he can. That's red strategy. Now for green. Well, what we want to do with green is that we want to put the rouleur up front and then have the sprinter in his tracks, so he can take the win from him if it's at all possible. So we'll just take 4 from the sprinter and see how far he can go. But he can only go 2, 3, 5, and 5. So he's not that fast in the first round. So we'll just say 5 and see if I think the rouleur can get up ahead too. Let's see. Yeah, he can. Well, maybe 7 is actually the best. So we'll just take 7, and he can take the win from him. So what you do when you start moving is that you start with the player that's first in the field, and that's the right one in the first lane, and that's the red sprinter, and he will go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's ahead, and then number 2, that's him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you always go to the right lane. Now these, oh, the whole craziness like that. Okay, these cards just discarded forever and will never return in the game. So the sprinter has used one of his 3 sprinter cards from the beginning, but he's off to a great start, so maybe that's great tactics. And now for the rouleur of the green one, he goes 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not so good. I'm breaking the wind for the red one. That's not great. And then 5 for the sprinter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he's behind the red one, so that's great. The idea was if the red one wasn't there, then he could just move 1 up, but the red is blocking him, so that won't happen. Great. Now headwinds. He will get the headwinds because no one is in front of him. So the red sprinter will get an extortion, yeah, you know, here in the bottom. So here we go. And unfortunately there are 2 here, so he can't pull up. So the rouleur of the green one will get an exhaustion cut 2. Here we go. Now we're coming for the big hill here, or mountain maybe even. It goes all the way up here and then it goes a little bit down in the curve down here that you can't see. But so now we have to be careful, because if we go uphill we can't break the wind for one another, and we can never move more than 5. So we have to be careful uphill. So the red sprinter, he will start here, taking 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's have a look. 5, that's a great one. We'll just use that and get a good head start up the hill. The red rouleur, he has well, now you see, if I could pick 7 would be stupid, because I could just as well use a 6, because I can only go 5. The problem is 4, if he goes only for 1, 2, 3, 4, he would just be here on the, and he will go, yeah, I don't know, maybe 4, maybe 6. No, we'll just take a 6 and see how far we can go up the hill. Maybe the other ones are more scared and we'll just go very slowly up the hill. So maybe that's great. We're just wasting one step, because we can only go 5. Now for the green one, yeah, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we should just take a look at what the sprinter can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the 9 is out of the question, but he has a 5. He could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be great. He will just be here at the beginning of the hill. So I think we'll take that. And now we hope that someone else will be in front of us, so they can break the wind. Let's take a look. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be optimal. 5 would be a little too much, because then he can't pull up the hill. So I don't know. Well, maybe 3 is better, and just save our energy for later in the race. So as you can see, green is a little more careful and not using too much, and red is just, you know, blowing away. So first he goes 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the second one is the green rouleur. He goes 3. 1, 2, 3. And now the next one, it's the red rouleur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now he goes, the last one, the green sprinter. He goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not good. So under normal conditions, they would be able to pull up to him and it would have been a great move, but because it's uphill, they can't. So now everyone gets extortion cards, because they all have to break the wind. So I'll just put these underneath the rouleurs. Here we go, and one under each sprinter. That's bad. That was bad uphill. You need to take cover behind the others when you go uphill, but they didn't. So next round, let's take a look here. The sprinter, the red sprinter, 4, and he will go 5. That's what he likes to do uphill. And then he will take his rouleur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a 5? Yes, we do. We will go 5 again, because they're crazy. No, I don't know. Now let's take a look. There in the same position. Let's see if we can, maybe we should take the sprinter first and see what he can do. He will have, oh, that was a great move, because he has a 2, a 3 and a 4. So if we take a 4, then we can hope for our rouleur to have a 5 and bring us uphill. Should we try that? Yeah, we'll do that. And then the rouleur, he takes 4, and we are hoping for a 5. Nope, no 5. So now we have to make a decision. He will go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will be here. If we go 1, 2, 3, we will be behind him. 4, we could draw wind with him. I think we'll just take a 3 and go on wheel of our sprinter. Okay, so let's evaluate. The red sprinter goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will go 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we will take the rouleur, and he go 3, 1, 2, 3, and he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least this is not going so well for green. He is behind, but he's saving his energy. And the good thing is the rouleur will not get a exhaustion card, but the red rouleur will get one, and both sprinters will get one. I'll just put it here. Let's start with the green rouleur, and we take 1, 2, 3, and oh no, we've reached the end of the pile, and we'll just shuffle, 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 and put it down here and take one more. Here we go. And what will he do? Well, we're on a hill, so maybe 5 is the great move. So we'll just put the rest down here. Take this a little bit down and then say he will play like this. And because there are 15 cards and we are taking 4 each round, there will be 3 in all the others. And I knew, so I've shuffled. These 3 are the original, but I shuffled these. So we can just take this and see here. Uphill, oh, the 9s, we don't want 9s now, we want them on the flat part of the track. So, but we'll just take, but he's in front, so he will go, this one, he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, and I will go 1, 2, 3. So, well, it's actually perfect. So this time the rouleur will break the wind for the sprinter. Over here, the sprinter, 1, 2, 3, 4, he will just, but he can only go 5 because he's on a downhill, uphill lane. So he will take a 4 because everything else would be stupid. Here we go, like this. And the rouleur, he can also only go 5. Oh, and now they start coming back, right? So we'll just take a 4. And let's see what happens. First, the sprinter, he goes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he goes 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the sprinter, the green sprinter, he will go 1, 2, and he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, did I just miscalculate? 5. I just moved the sprinter 2 instead of 3, so he will be here. Okay, let's take all this out of the game again. Here we go. Off they go. And now he's breaking wind, he's breaking wind, and he's breaking wind. Or taking the. So we need 2 rouleurs, 1 for the green and 1 for the red. Here we go, and 1 for the red, and we need 1 for the red sprinter as well. You can see down here there's a small hill, not as steep as the other one we were just getting over here, but a small kind of hump, so we'll have to prepare and be ready for that. And here we go for the next round, and let's take the green first. The rouleur, he's still in the mountains uphill, so he will take 3. Let's see. Oh no, he's getting exhausted. Let's just take a 5 and get a little head here, a little head here, and then we'll just see what the sprinter can do. And he has 4 cards, and if he goes 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he will be in the red zone. And if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be good enough, because then I will be able to take his, I can close the gap. So I'll just, well, 4 is the best I can use anyways, like that. And the red ones, the sprinter, he's downhill. So remember, when you're downhill, if I use a 3, it will be a 5. If I use a 4, it will be a 5, and a 5 will be a 5 as well. So the question is, should I just blow out number 9 and get so much ahead that they will have troubles catching me, or should I just use a 3? I'll just, you know, they're a little crazy on the red team, so he'll just use a 9 and just get a good head start. And let's see what will he do. And well, you see, he could use a 6, but 6, it's just, you know, 1 more, so he just might as well use a 2 and get 5 for that. So let's start evaluating. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's very much ahead, but I think he's used both his 2 of his 3 9s, so maybe it's not that clever. And he is going 5 because it's downhill. It's just a 2, but it's downhill blue area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the rouleur, the green rouleur, he goes 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he goes 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So off they go, and they go out here, and now we need to see if we can pull up, and he will pull up, but this is too far, and he is far ahead too. So both rouleurs, both the red and the green, will get these bad cards in their pile deck, and the sprinter will get one on red team too. So I think now you have a kind of an impression of how this game goes, how you can go ahead, and you will have headwinds and all that stuff. I will go through the rest of the course here in the next video. You can just click on the eye and continue to the next one, or you can skip to my review of the game if you like. I'm glad that you watch this, and I hope I see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.